Hello everyone, welcome back to our Louisiana Monroe Dynasty in a packed Louisiana Superdome, the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, whatever you want to call it. Isn't it owned by Caesars now, right? Is that who owns it? Either way, it's the Louisiana Superdome back here in these old times, and it is a packed house, which it never would be for this bowl game. I don't know why they ever put this bowl game in this venue, but whatever, it is what it is. We make it. It's our second straight bowl game, which is two more bowl games than Louisiana Monroe would ever make it to or have ever made it to. So we are on a crazy run already with Coach Lou Nips, and we're going to face off against Memphis here. The Tigers were 6-5. They didn't have a great year themselves, but it was good enough to get them here to face us, and so. We won our first bowl game last year against UAB. In case you missed that video, it was the Houston Bowl. We did win it by one possession, only one. So we play a lot of close games because we're not good enough really to beat anybody, but we're not bad enough to get. Well, no, we do get blown out quite a bit. But in the Sun Belt, like the games are modest. I don't know. We lose a lot. It's a rough team, but we're off to a hot start here as our quarterback. And again, if you've noticed, that is not McFarland. I guess McFarland's probably injured for this game, so we're stuck with Richard, our backup QB, to lead things off here for our offense. And we're already cooking here close to midfield as we hand this one up the middle, and our running back gets a nice pickup on the ground. So we are cooking pretty early on, as that is Young, our running back, with a cool visor. He's got a really cool visor. I know Louisiana Monroe doesn't have money for those kind of cool modifications to your gear, son. I know you paid for that out of pocket. Are you getting a tattoo deal by chance? Either way, 1st and 10 for the Indians. We are moving into Memphis territory late in this first quarter, and it's going to be another handoff to Young, who's got another open lane as he shoots that gap and gets another first down for this Indian offense. We are moving pretty quickly now. Running the football is not one of our strong suits, clearly. Last year, I think our leading rusher had less than 500 yards, so we are not a great running team, but so far it is working out for us well against this Tiger defense. So we're going to stick with it as much as we can here, but we're going to go through the air on 1st and 10, and it's a pump fake by Richards, and he's going to float this one into the turf, and no one is home to make that catch as he is off the mark. So 2nd and 10 in shotgun formation. Richards decides he wants to try and complete this one through the air and no more running, and he nearly throws that one into a Memphis Tigers defender's hands for an interception. But fortunately, that one hits the turf again. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. A drive that started off pretty well is now facing the end, and Richard steps up in the pocket and makes a humongous throw once again into the turf. So if the turf was a receiver, he would have great numbers right now, but he is not. So we need to get a completion here, and we get one as we, on 4th and 10, keep the offense on the field. A gutsy call by Lou Nips. I love to see it, though, because it does pay off, and we are now inside the 10-yard line facing Memphis here on their own goal line with a chance to knock it in. Memphis sends the entire kitchen sink, and they just about get to Richards, as Richards has to get rid of that one in a hurry, and he airmails this one to the back of the end zone. There was a receiver in the vicinity, but I don't think he was trying to hit him, as he gets no protection up front. So 2nd and goal in I formation. We're going to send a man in motion, and we're not going to hand this one off. And again, Richards trying to run away from some pressure. He had more time on that play, but still didn't really have enough time for the play to develop, so he just dumps that one quickly. So 3rd and goal, it's going to be a handoff to Young, and Young had the lane there, but he gets caught up on a block, and then a defender gets loose and gobbles him up there, but he had the lane, he had an open lane. So 4th and goal, we're going to send out the kicker, and it's going to be an awkward kick for him to make, being a left-footed kicker after all, but he does not get through. So after 1 quarter of play, 3-0 is going to be the score, so we hold on to an early lead. But no lead is sacred for a defense of the caliber of ours. So on 3rd and 5, Memphis is facing potential end of their drive, and our defense comes up big, knocking that one away. It was a terrible pass, so but Memphis is going to send out their kicking unit to try and match our field goal, and this one's a bit longer for them, but they do nail it. So a nice kick by number 35. Memphis doesn't like names on the back of the jerseys, I guess. So it's a tie ball game now, late in the first half. It's 3rd and 13. We have an opportunity, and we airmail this one nearly out of bounds, just on the sideline. But they do give us that ball as a toe drag. They're going to declare it. There's no booth review or nothing. So 1st and 10 for the Indians now, getting a little bit closer to midfield. as we have just under 2 minutes left to operate here, and Richards is going to drop back, and the pressure is getting on, and he gets gobbled up by that pressure, and the ball is knocked loose, and there's a huge defensive end for Memphis there to pick it up. So our offense, which has been pretty potent, as you can see, seven first downs to their 2, is now making mistakes here, giving Memphis prime field position to score some points here at the end of the first half, and they're already making good on that opportunity as their quarterback lobs this one up to their receiver, who gets injured on the play, but he does complete the completion here to get him inside the 15-yard line with plenty of time to add some points. And oh, hold on, did you see that? Someone moved a little bit too early, so move the Tigers up a little bit. I can hear the dump trucks. You can hear the beeping. They're moving backwards just a tad, just a small tad. Is a rare false start in this game. Kind of adds a pause to Memphis's drive here, and they're going to go on the ground game, and it's not going that false start's not going to matter as there's a clear running lane, and there's absolutely no Indian defenders that are in position to make that tackle. I mean, I guess they were, but just the speed of Memphis's running back was just too much there. As you can see, look at that, just cleanly just running through there, and basically untouched. We had a guy in the end zone, but I don't think he really made a play on the ball or on the runner. So 1st and 10 now. Memphis still has the ball yet again because we can't really do anything with it on offense. So there's plenty of time for the Tigers to make something happen before the first half is over. I mean, there's a minute 17 is plenty of time in this game, and they're making good with that opportunity yet again as they complete another first down and get inside Indian territory. So the Tigers are moving the ball slowly but surely. So they're letting a lot of time tick off the board as they're not really facing any kind of urgency, and they're going to go with a ground game even and eat up even more time. They might be playing for a field goal, but I don't know why they would. They've got plenty of time to do more than that. So on 2nd and 2, it's just the quarterback in the backfield, and he's going to step up and make a nice throw to I want to say open receiver, but it really wasn't all that open. But he does come down with it. And so Memphis is now cooking a little bit closer to our goal line. We're doing a poor job of defending it in the first half as Memphis has really controlled the second quarter, and clock is just continuing to run. They're just wasting time. I hate how the AI does this, but it is what it is. We send a blitz off the side here, and that just leaves an open man on the left side of the field, and the completion is made. So we took a risk on the blitz. It really didn't work out for us, but it wasn't a huge pickup, so we didn't lose too much. So 2nd and 7 for Memphis, only 29 seconds left to operate. The quarterback's going to get rid of the ball quickly and find this number 49 fellow across the middle again, who makes the catch for the first down. So Memphis is going to run the hurry up here because now they decide that, hey, time is of the essence. It wasn't the last 30 seconds that we were kind of lollygagging, but now we really need to do something. So with 20 seconds taken away, their quarterback snaps and again gets rid of the ball quickly. He's good at doing that. He's really fast at processing. I mean, our defense isn't throwing too many complicated concepts at him here, but it's really easy for him to make a quick decision as number 30 comes down with the football, and Memphis is going to score even more points. So that lead's going to extend to 17-3. It's a 14-point lead heading into the locker room at halftime. So we're going to need to make something happen quick here. As you can see, it's all Memphis still. We haven't shown our offense yet because they're just not doing much of anything, and that's a huge pickup for Memphis. I mean, it doesn't really flip the field for them, but puts them in prime position here as this drive continues for them. And this quarterback, I don't think he's had great numbers, but he's done more than enough in the last quarter and a half to really kind of change things around, as it's another completion for Memphis for another first down, and now the Tigers are in Indian territory just past midfield. So our defense really needs to start doing anything. We need to get that ball back as our quarterback has a clean pocket and all day to throw, and the pressure starts to get to him, and he stands in the pocket and makes a throw, and it's a terrible throw, and we got this one going the other way, and there's no one with enough speed on Memphis' side to catch up to our defender, and it is going to be a pick six. So we finally get something, man. We can finally just exhale because finally something happens for this Indians team here, but it's not on offense. We get a humongous pickup on defense. That's one of our unnamed cornerbacks who makes this play here, and he evades the big man. He's probably going to dove and save that touchdown, but he didn't want to, I guess. He was afraid of tearing up his knee or something. Who knows? But we're going to cut to a third down for Memphis, and their quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to pick up a nice chunk of yardage. He's going to get kind of blasted by one of our defenders, but he's going to hold on to the ball. It's a good pickup for their quarterback, and it's a first down for Memphis. So it's now a 10-17 game. Memphis really wants to put this one away if they have the chance, and they're going to do it pretty easily if we keep giving up run plays like that. So Memphis has been running pretty much all over us. Morales just doing a good job on the ground. That's 23, who's been kind of tearing up our defense so far this game. So with a minute left to go in the third quarter, it's 1st and 10 in the red zone for Memphis. And their quarterback, the pressure is on, and it finally gets home. We've been threatening with a little bit of pressure. We've kind of been flirting with it, and finally it pays off for us as we manage to get to Memphis's quarterback and back them up a little bit here. 2nd and 14 with clock burning away in the third quarter. Memphis is going to go with a fake handoff, and then through the air it's floated, and again a huge play is made by our defense. And that was 21 who had the pick six. He makes another great defensive stop in the end zone. So it's 3rd and very long for Memphis now. Are they going to convert? Can our defense come up strong? They go with the fullback, I believe, out of the backfield. It's a check down, and he only gets about a handful of those yards back to get him in a position for a field goal, which they will have to attempt coming out of the intermission here into the fourth quarter. So Memphis holding on to that 7-point lead. It is about to be a 10-point lead if they can nail home this field goal, which of course they do. We almost got there. We almost blocked it. I doubt we ever will, but I mean, hey, it looked close. So 1st and 10 now for the Indians. We need to make something happen here late in this game if we want a chance to win, and that's a great start as we get a massive pickup on the back of Walls. I think is that receiver's Walls. And so we have a 1st and 10 now, getting close to midfield from about our own 46-yard line. It's a handoff on the ground. Young shakes off a defender and again is trying to weave through some other defenders, and he gets brought down, dragged down really, to the marker. So it's going to be 2nd and inches. He didn't quite get the first down, so we're going to send a man in motion here, an I formation, or it's an offset I. And maybe we can just get what we need as we go to the fullback. And he's got a lot of room up front in the middle of the field. Memphis didn't really have anyone back there. We were kind of really keen on the sides. I guess I thought we were going to run to the right or left side. But we go straight up the middle with the fullback, and he picks up the first down and just a little bit more. So our drive is continuing to roll here, but we need to be moving a little bit faster, doing a little bit more if we want to cut the lead down. Because it's 10 points we need, not just 7 or 3. So, and that is a humongous pickup for this Indians offense as Richards finds Walls across the middle. Wall, just wall, singular wall, not walls, just a singular wall as he makes the pickup. And we're going to run the hurry up here. I mean, we still have plenty of time, but I guess they're going to try and run tempo here and keep the momentum on their sides. It's 1st and goal. If we can get in 1 or 2 more plays, that'd be great position for us because Memphis won't be able to just burn the clock like we are right now. But Richards is going to drop back, and he's got a lot of time to make a throw, and he lobs this one up to Young, who tries to make a one-armed grab, and that pass is just off the mark. Just weren't on the same page there. So 2nd and goal, we're going to go with a handoff to the fullback, and it's kind of an awkward play. I don't know if I would have picked that one this close to the end zone, but it doesn't really work out. So we're going to go back to the hurry up here and try and get into the end zone quickly on 3rd and goal as clock is continuing to burn. And Richards finally finds an open man who hauls it in for a touchdown. So pending an extra point, we will be just 3 points away from Memphis, which is, I think, the closest we've cut the game. All game, really. We did lead at one point in this game by a field goal, so yeah, I guess that's essentially as close as the game has been since that first field goal. So, but Memphis has a prime opportunity here to burn as much time as they want to. I don't think they can just burn it. They're going to need to do something. But Morales, man, we cannot bring this guy down as he is slippery like butter, and he is gone. No one is going to catch him as he gets himself a massive 66-yard touchdown from scrimmage. A beautiful run by Morales. I mean, you got to give it to him, but geez, man, if we had any level of run defense in this game, maybe a different story. But Memphis is going to add another touchdown, make it a 10-point game yet again. So that's essentially it for us, but this is really going to cement it for us as we fumble immediately off that reception. And hey, man, if we could review, we would, but obviously it's college, we're not reviewing. So Memphis has the ball yet again deep in our territory with 2.5 minutes, and that's essentially going to do it for us. But I'm still going to show a little bit more of the game here. You know, if you're getting some free gameplay, why not, right? You're going to scoff at some free gameplay, you know. So it's 2nd and 8 for Memphis. We're just getting down to the 2-minute warning just about, and they're going to hand it to Morales again, who finds an open space and cuts upfield. And I mean, look at that, 136 yards, 72 after contact. He's just had a freaking crazy day today. Really just have had no answer for him on either side of the ball. I mean, our defense hasn't been able to stop him. Our offense hasn't really been doing much of anything. I mean, we do have a backup quarterback, I think, so that's worth mentioning, but still, it's just a shame we haven't been able to do much of anything on offense. So 1st and goal for Memphis, and now they're just burning time, and we're going to start burning timeouts to try and conserve time, but yeah, I mean, this one is essentially over for us. So 2nd and goal for the Tigers. They come out in the offset I. And it's going to be another handoff to the fullback who's got clear space. There's absolutely nobody on that side of the ball, and he's going to find pay dirt again. So this win here that was kind of competitive, we were kind of fighting a little bit, is now turning into a blowout for the Tigers. And I mean, yeah, there's really not much else left to do other than just look at our L. So Memphis improves to 7-5 on the year. They take home the New Orleans Bowl, which we were really hoping for. So we do get a Sun Belt Conference championship, but we do not win the bowl game. So second consecutive bowl appearance, not our second consecutive win. So that's a tough one. It sucks to lose, but you know, we're still not the greatest team out there, and we're really not a good team in general. So in the next video, we'll cover the stats and look ahead to our road ahead. Hopefully get back to a bowl game, and hopefully we can win one. So hope to see you guys there.